Danny, a 3-1 loss to Wrexham in the FA Youth Cup fourth round. How do you reflect on that game?
Yeah, I think in terms of the result, we lost the game in terms of the result. But in terms of plenty of positives, plenty of moments to be proud, and I think it shows that we've got a good youth team at this football club. So yeah, disappointing to lose the game in terms of the result, but I think that's probably the only area, probably not just tonight, but also in this Youth Cup run, that'd be the only area where we've lost. So the boys have got to be proud.
Yeah, you've gone toe to toe with Wrexham, who the senior team are a championship side. Obviously, you've got EFL funding behind them, and again, building on that result against Swindon, it's got to be a really positive game.
Massive positive, and it's always nice to hear as well from the outside. The Wrexham staff and even the Wrexham players have been so complimentary, not only of the footage they've seen of us before playing tonight, but also the performance from the boys tonight, and that shows, and that's from a big club, a special club. Like we are, let's not forget that our youth team players are playing for a special club, and the boys, I know they're in there and they're hurting, and that's natural because they care, but they need to understand, and I'm sure it will in time, they will see the positives from the performances, but also the faults and opinions of everyone that's seen them play in this cup run.
It's been about 4 months or so of this cup run, and there's been plenty of highs and lows, and obviously things are going to be feeling a bit raw, but how much can the players take away from this whole experience of FA Youth Cup run?
Give them a taste, give them that bit of motivation. Just said to them in the room, so for the second years, you know, that's their last game in the FA Youth Cup. They've got to use this run and the hurt of tonight to inspire them and motivate them to have a taste of that. And I've said to them, their dream is to become a professional footballer. You know, so whether that's in our first team or elsewhere, that gives them a taste, and now go and get that in the senior competition, because it's a special competition. For the first years, they've got another opportunity next year, second years, and they've got to use this run as motivation for them to also do that again next year, go again next year. And that's in football, you know, the games happen, the results happen, we can't change it. So the only thing we can do is focus on the future and turn it into a positive.
There are so many first year scholars that have been in and around the team, lots starting, lots coming off the bench making an impact, and as you say, they've got a chance to go again next year and take heed from this competition.
No, definitely, and that's what I said to them, you know, and there's probably, you know, there's Tom Telford, E-Man, Harry Day, Dylan Lovely, they've been regular starters in this competition, and also people like Alfie Elliott and George Howard that have had starts in it when second years have been out injured. So they've had good experiences this year, and they're the people next year that have got to be the leaders within the 18s group next year to go again, have a taste of it again, because as staff we want that, not just in terms of for the boys, but in what it does for the football club. And to have over 1,000 fans here tonight, this football club means the world to its supporters, and the support that the boys have had from the supporters, whether they've been family members or not family members, you know, they're heroes. They are heroes, and they want that again next year. We get a home game, the support that they've had this year, it probably only inspire more people to come and watch next year as well.
Like you said, more than 1,000 people in Ritz Hall today who've come in, many of whom might have been at previous away games that have been recent, and then obviously a Tuesday night senior team as well. And they've given up their time to come and watch this team. The interest is there in the academy, and how much is that down to the boys' performance and how they've conducted themselves throughout the run? No,
definitely. You know, even before the game, we knew there was over 900 tickets sold, and we said to the boys, that's down to them. That's down to their performances. But also what it does show to the boys, they're playing for a big club. They're playing for a special club that's loved by its supporters. And as a player, you don't want that. That's an important thing to know, that you're playing for a crowd or supporters that if you give it your all, they will love you. And I think that's important for the boys, and the boys know that.
I mean, we were the final team outside of the EFL or Premier League to be left in this competition. As an achievement, how much does that mean?
It means the world, and that's what we just tried to say to the boys in there. And even though we lost the game in terms of result 3-1, we've been competitive against a very good Wrexham team that have got plenty of experiences across Cat 1 and Cat 2 academies. And I think we've got to look at that as a positive. And in time, the players will. And like you say, if you'd have said to me at the start of the season, your cup run's going to end in the 4th round proper against a Cat 3 team or higher with over 1,000 supporters, supporting you and backing you, we would have took that with an arm and a leg. I think for the supporters, they've definitely walked away from here tonight proud, 100%. And that's all you can do in football. In terms of the result, you can't control that, but as long as you put in a performance where you do your best you possibly can as individuals or as a team, when you do that, sometimes in football you win, you lose or you draw. But the people that pay to come and watch you, they will come back again. And they will walk out of this ground tonight proud of our young lads.
Nice one, Danny. Well done.
Thank you, Cam.
So it's such fine margins, isn't it? Because their first 2 goals both deflected fortuitously, and then Nikolai had the header off the post. It could have gone either way, couldn't it?
Yeah, I don't want to touch on too much of that with the boys in the change rooms after. So I get the emotions are raw. But I think you're right, Chris. I think when we do watch the game back, it's important that we do, because we can still learn from it. All 3 goals, and listen, Wrexham were a good team. They were a very good team. And their staff were great. So I'm not taking anything away from them. But in terms of the 3 goals, we probably could have done things probably a little bit better defensively. But in saying that, some of the stuff that they played to create other chances to score, JB's pulled off some great saves. So it's but we will go through that and watch it back, and it's important that we do.